relationship. Aren't you really supposed to know that shit? Feel it in your bones and all that shit. This is so good, so good, so good taste it. My lips, this is your invitation. You can get anything you like.
Listen, so far that is my favorite track. You know how much I love my R&B. Guys, man, listen, honestly, in combination with what I heard from the OG album and the slightly deluxe version, you know, honestly, I'm very close to saying that this could be Ari's best work. Yes, what's everyone saying? Everyone's all everyone's good. You already know what time it is. Welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite music connoisseur Henry here, and I'm back again with another Ariana Grande reaction video. So soon after I just reacted to her 7th studio album, Eternal Sunshine, slightly deluxe. Guys, the reason why I'm here, and you probably already know by the title of this video, the reason why I'm here is because I had no clue that the slightly deluxe version of Eternal Sunshine wasn't actually the full deluxe project from Ariana Grande. Somehow, some way, I must have missed that she did an actual proper deluxe version called the Eternal Sunshine Deluxe Brighter Days Ahead. Guys, you've got to forgive me because honestly, she released so many different versions of this album that when I went on Spotify, you know, I was just so confused, like which one is the actual deluxe, which one is the, so I was just very confused. So you guys let me know in the comment section below. Listen, this is why I love the comment section, because you guys always fact check me. You guys let me know that she actually released a version where she added 6 additional songs, and this version was called the Brighter Days Ahead version. So I went on Spotify and I have now seen it. So this is what I am here to do today, guys. I am here to react to the deluxe version, the proper deluxe, not the slightly deluxe, the proper deluxe version, where she added 6 additional songs. I wasn't really gonna do this because, you know, it took me a long time to react to the Eternal Sunshine slightly deluxe version, but you know what? Henry is a man of the people. I always say, if you ask, you shall receive. So I'm here giving you this extra piece of content from the Eternal Sunshine era. And yeah, man, listen, for those of you who haven't seen the Eternal Sunshine slightly deluxe video that I did, there should be a link at the top of the screen somewhere. Go ahead and click on that video and show that reaction some love. I thoroughly enjoyed the project, and you know, I haven't quite made my mind up yet, but this could potentially be Ariana's best album. I still think Positions is my favorite album from her, but this one, I need to sit on it a little bit more, but it could be Ariana's best work, you know what I'm saying? So I'm equally excited to get into, you know, these 6 extra songs. And guys, I'm not gonna waste too much time. Let's get straight into the video. But listen, you already know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I'm gonna be posting the full reaction on our Patreon as well. So guys, if you want to see that, you already know what to do. Sign up to our Patreon. We would love to have you. But listen, without further ado, let's get into this one. Let's go. Cool. So the first track is called Intro, End of the World Extended. And I'm so glad, guys, that I am seeing this, because Intro on the actual base of the OG album, I thought was a great intro. So I'm glad that she's extended it. I'm glad that we're gonna get more of this, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gassed. So listen, let's see how this one sounds. This is what, track number 14 from the Brighter Days Ahead version, and this is Intro, End of the World extended version. Let's go.
If I'm in the right relationship, aren't you really supposed to know that shit? Feel it in your bones and all that shit. Then until tomorrow, would you be the one? Please pay me no mind while I jump into your skin and change your eyes, so you see things through mine. Can't you sense me? I've been right here all this time. So would you still be here pretending you still like me, pretending you don't regret thinking before asking? Now you're long gone and carrying me. I'm still unpacking what I need.
Guys, that was Intro, End of the World extended, and obviously she added an extra verse to this track, and I'm so glad she did, man. Listen, Ariana, she's still like I said, a lover girl at heart, man. And I'm just I don't know how Ariana does it, man. Like how she always just picks herself up, from situations that she's been through that haven't worked out. Like she is just the type of person. I mean, I've mentioned this so many times, but like she is just a lover girl. Like, and I'm all here for it because me personally, the amount of times Ariana has been through some shitty relationships, I don't know how she picks herself up. I certainly wouldn't be able to. Like I said, I would just give up on love. I just will be by myself. I'll probably just get a dog or an animal and it'll just be me and the pet, because the amount of times she's been heartbroken, the amount of, like I said, just trials and tribulations she's gone through with men, it's I commend her, man. Like, somebody that is just, she keeps striving for love no matter what, no matter how many setbacks she's had, she keeps striving for love, man. And I think that's a lesson that we can all sort of learn from. Doesn't matter what happens to you, doesn't matter if you get your heart broken 50,000 times. I know that it's hard to pick yourself up from getting heartbroken. I mean, heartbreak is one of the things that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, but at the same time we should never give up, because there's always somebody out there for somebody, and like you should never give up on love, no matter how many times it's sort of let you down. You should never give up on it. So I'm glad that Ariana, just has that sort of mentality where she'll keep on striving for love. I think it's really, really dope, man, to see. And I'm really glad that she gave us the extended version, of this. Because, guys, sometimes I'll be hearing intros here and they're just too short for my liking. And we'll never hear like an extended version. Like it's happened so many times with some of my favorite artists. No matter how many times the fan base kind of, just haggles the artist to release an extended version, a lot of the time they won't do it. So I'm glad that Ariana listened to her fans. I'm sure her fans, I'm sure you Ariana fans were just on her case to release an extended version, and she did it. So shout out to Ariana for that, man. So track number 2, not even track number 2, should I say, track number 15 on the Eternal Deluxe Bright Days Ahead version is called Twilight Zone. Let's go. Was I just a nightmare? Different dimensions. Stuck in the twilight zone. Is this a black and white thing? If so, then I'm in the gray one. Hope you want the best I did. 'Cause I had you completely wrong. Wow. Does she know you're not who you say you are? 'Cause I might give her a call. Or was that just not me? And it's not like I'm still over you. It's so strange 'cause I never don't know that I miss you. Sometimes I just can't believe you happened. Oh, so that was Twilight Zone, and that was just very dreamy, man. That was very dreamy. Yeah. I can't lie. Ariana is just very versatile, man. She's very versatile. Very versatile. And you know what? Again, this goes back to the whole thing I was saying for the intro, End of the World. Honestly, Ariana she could actually write a book, and I think it'll be a New York Times bestseller. Like she can write a book on relationships, Listen, Ari, I advise you to just write a memoir, write a book on just all of the different types of situations you've been in, because honestly, man, this girl's been through a lot, and she's been through it all, man. And I mean, even just dissecting some of the lyrics, different dimensions, stuck in the twilight zone, cause I had you completely wrong. Does she know you're not who you say you are? because I might have to give her a call, or was I just not me at all? Wow. So it looks like the person that she was dealing with was also, dealing with somebody else. So obviously he was going back and forth between two females. And I guess Ariana caught him in the act, and yeah, obviously she's threatening to kind of expose him to the other person or the other female that's in his life. But men, why do we do this sometimes, man? Why can't we just choose one girl? Like, honestly, like, listen, I advise every man out there, just choose one woman, yeah? Because right now things are a bit techie, things are a bit sticky, and if you want less headache, trust me, just have one woman, right? Or if you want to just, play different women, not even play different women, but have different multiple options, just be single, man. Be single, just date. Like, don't be in a completely committed relationship, but then also keep someone else on the side. Listen, because listen, hell hath no fury than a woman scorned. Like, you don't want to play with a girl's heart. You don't want to play with a woman's heart, man, because women they love hard, or a lot of them love hard, and their hearts are very delicate. So man, we got to do better, man. We have to do better. But yeah, like I always say, like, I just love the storytelling, from Ariana, and just the fact that she's so sincere with, like, the stuff that she says in her lyrics. Like, these are very relatable things that she's talking about. I'm sure a lot of women, even men, can relate to this, and I just love how she doesn't hold anything back, and yeah, like, it's great, because yeah, I just can tell that, Ariana is coming from just a sincere place. Really and truly, she's just telling us her story, and being as truthful as she can be. And yeah, like I said, I love the sincerity, man. Like, it definitely makes me connect with her more as an artist, man. And I've said this on a couple of occasions, but I have a newfound respect for Ariana, man. Like, just from an artistic point of view, and also from a personal point of view as well. I feel like listening to her music, I've got to know her a little bit more, man. And now I understand her a lot more, not only as an artist but as a person. So yeah, like, but this was great, man. Like, very, very spacey production, like I said, Aris is very, very versatile, man. Very versatile, and it comes across well in the music as well. So yeah, guys, obviously that was a bop, man, for real. That was a bop. And moving on to track number 16, and it's called Warm.
I can find my way, never needed anybody to stay. I've been the one to step away, never thought I'd find another to fly here at my pace. If you dare meet me there, I'll be high in the atmosphere. 'Cause I know down and safe in the sun, and I won't come down for you. 'Cause I'm cool
Oh,
on my own, but it's warm in the lungs.
yeah.
'Cause it's nice to remember these are the
Yeah.
drugs everyone is tonight. 'Cause it's warm in the lungs. Can you hold the space? I look quiet, or will you turn the page?
Guys, that's a track that you could consider like a guilty pleasure track. I can't lie. That track for me is a guilty pleasure record, man. And yeah, it just feels, I don't know. Just track. It filled me with a lot of optimism. It filled me with a lot of, like, I don't know. It gave me like a very summery feeling. A very warm feeling. No pun intended. No pun intended. You know what? I love the balance that Ariana has sort of come to in her life, where I think there was a lyric that stood out to me. I think, where is it? I think she's basically saying that, because I'm cool on my own, but it's warmer in your arms. And I feel like this shows just the growth of Ariana. The fact that like when I listened to Thank You Next and Positions, she was very much, you know, in a place where she felt like she needed to be in something. You know, she was using situationships and relationships as a distraction, or she was using it as a way to sort of stop her from dealing with all of the shit, or all of the trauma that she had suffered from, you know. She was using it as a crutch, right? But like fast forward 5 years later, you know, hearing her say that, listen, I'm cool by myself, you know. I don't mind being by myself now. Like, you know, I don't need to have somebody there to fill a void, because again, that was the criticism of Ari, the fact that she always moved on from one relationship to the other, right? But fast forward 5 years later, you know, I think she's done a lot of self-healing, self-work. She's been in therapy, and now she's saying, I'm cool by myself. I don't need you. But like, you know, but I want you. So it's not the fact that like, you know, I need somebody there now. I'm cool by myself. Like, I'm cool with being on my own. If I need you in my life, that means I want you in my life. You know what I'm saying? There's a stark difference, and the fact that Ari has now come to that conclusion, in that stage in her life, I think that's pretty awesome to see, man. But it's warmer in your arms. Yeah, I hear you. And again, that shows that Ari has gone through a lot of self-growth, you know, over the years. And yeah, like I just like it's just a line that stood out to me, man, because yeah, 5 years ago she wouldn't be talking like this, you know, like but it's good to see, you know, it's good to see, man. But yeah, like that was something I call a guilty pleasure track, man. It definitely made me feel a lot of fuzzy sort of, I don't know how to explain it. Like it literally made me feel warm inside. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But yeah, like a nice feel good record, man, and loving the instrumental as well. And Ari's just skating on these records, man, as she always does. So guys, this is track number 17, and it's called Dandelion. Let's see how this one sounds. So far, that is my favorite track. You know how much I love my R&B, guys. You know what I'm saying? This is my bag right here. And you know what? Sonically, Ariana really pushed herself on this album. Guys, you know, I haven't listened to all of Ariana Grande's albums yet, but surely this has to be up there just in terms of like the variety in the production. Is this Ariana's most versatile album? Because honestly, on this album alone, you know, including obviously the OG part of the album, I've heard dance, I've heard alternative pop, you know, I've heard R&B, obviously, you know, I've heard just different genres, different instruments, different sounds, and I didn't really hear that on Thank You Next and Positions. Well, I did hear it a bit, but not as much as I'm hearing it on Eternal Sunshine. Surely this has got to be her most, you know, ambitious album sonically, or her most versatile album, because I'm hearing like a number of genres in some of the tracks, man. And yeah, I think Ari really pushed herself on this album, and it's definitely showing in the music, man. And yeah, you guys, this was my bag. I can't lie. Dandelion, listen. Dandelion, yes. Listen, all the tracks I've heard so far have sounded good, but this one stood out to me in particular, man. Like, yo, this was a serious anthem. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my playlist. Like, that was a absolute bop, man. Guys, track number 18 is called Past Life. Woke up with a ghost. expansive, man. Like, it's so expansive. Like, I'm hearing so many different things happening in the background, man. And yeah, like, listen, this project is very personal. Like, this project is, I think the two most personal albums I've heard from Ariana so far are this and Thank You Next. They're just incredibly personal. Obviously, Ari, you know, mainly talking about her life experiences, man. But guys, like, you know, just trying to unpack this all. By the way, listen, Ariana, some things are just better left, you know, as they are, you know. And I'm guessing obviously this song is, you know, her reminiscing about like a past situation, and maybe she's contemplating, not like, you know, going back, but like, you know, sometimes when you've left a situation, right, sometimes your mind can't help but to wonder like how that situation went wrong. Maybe if I did something different, maybe if he did something different, you know, things could have been different. Like, you start to kind of replay the relationship back in your head, and then you start to think, maybe if we gave her another go, maybe if I changed this about me. Or listen, some things, Ariana, and just in general, people are just better left as they are. Like, you know, just leave that in your past and carry on moving forward into the future. But again, we've all been guilty of it, right? You know, we've all sometimes wondered, what if, you know, once the situation has broken down, you know, sometimes we just, you know, play the situation back in our head, or play the relationship back in our head, and we start to sort of nitpick and just sort of try to break down everything wrong that happened. And maybe, you know, if things were different, you know, listen, some things are just better left untouched, you know. And I think we as human beings need to be okay with just things just not working out, right? And just moving forward. Not everything has to be rekindled, you know, or even the thought of it being rekindled. Like, it just doesn't have to be. You know, somebody told me this saying, and it was so true. Some people in your life are just there for seasons. That's it, you know. There's a reason for each season, you know. Some people are literally there for a season. They weren't meant to be permanent fixtures in your life. They were just meant to be there at that particular time. Maybe they were there to teach you a lesson. Maybe they were there to, you know, but like, they were just there for that particular moment. So, you know, as time goes on, maybe you will start to realize that. But like, at that point in time, obviously you're still heartbroken. You're still kind of fresh and vulnerable from the situation. So yeah, but like, yeah, Ariana, listen, leave that person in your past life. You know what I'm saying? And I think Ariana has got the message, you know. I think she's got the message. But another good track, man. Another good track. Like, so moving on to the last track of this deluxe. It's called Hampsted, and it's track number 19.
I left my heart above in Hampstead. I misplaced my mind in a good way. Threw away my reputation, but saved us more heartache. Yes, I know it seems fucked up, and you're right. But quite frankly,
I'm thinking, is she talking Hampstead? Is that in Scotland? Isn't there a place in Scotland called Hampstead? And she's referring to a pub, and obviously that's British lingo slang. Obviously I know because I'm from the UK, you know. So I left my heart at a pub in Hampstead. Isn't Hampstead in Scotland? Guys, did she date somebody from Scotland or something? Like, because this is really very, very personal right here, you know. Like, yeah, like, guys, let me know in the comment section below, man.
so far off your seats, nowhere near the table. But I find something sweet in your peculiar behavior. 'Cause I think to be so dumb must be nice. I do. What makes you think you're even invited? The doors are closed with lights off inside, and all the while
Hampstead, and obviously that was a beautiful ballad. Sometimes, guys, I just feel like I'm going in circles with Ariana. It's like one step forward, two steps back, you know. It feels like an actual loop, you know. Like, Like, just when I think that Ariana's just, you know, she's past the bullshit, like, you know, she always she always throws off something to make me be like, Ariana, why? You know, I mean, what did she say here? Right? What's wrong with a little bit of poison? Tell me. I would rather feel everything than nothing every time. And remember, I was just saying that I felt like Ari, I can't remember what song it was in, but Ari has now gone to the point of just being okay by herself. Like, she's not trying to really attach herself into any toxic situations. Like, but then this sort of song kind of counters that. Like, she's basically trying to say like a little bit of danger doesn't harm, you know. And again, I would rather feel everything than nothing every time. So she would rather just be in something, just to feel something, than not be in anything, right? Even if it brings her peace. I have to also be realistic, you know. Rome wasn't built in a day, you know. Everything that Ari's been through, she's not just gonna magically just wake up one morning and just be this person that is just not gonna be in any toxic situations. Like, she's gonna walk the straight and narrow path. Like, she's gonna leave all of that stuff behind. It's a gradual process, right? You know, it takes time. So I also have to remember that, guys, you got to give Ari a bit of grace, you know. Henry, you got, or should I say Henry, you got to give Ari a bit of grace, you know. She's still young. She's still, you know, learning how to, you know, she's still trying to find herself, and she's still trying to unlearn a lot of things and heal from a lot of things. So, yeah, like, okay, Ari, I maybe I was a bit too hard on you, man. But like I said, man, that was a lovely ballad to finish off this deluxe. And guys, man, listen, honestly, in combination with what I heard from the OG album and the slightly deluxe version, you know, honestly, I'm very close to saying that this could be Ari's best work. I definitely feel like it's her most versatile work, you know, and it's her most sonically ambitious work. But yeah, like, honestly, I feel like, you know, if I give this album another listen, I feel like I'm definitely gonna call it her best work. Positions will always be my favorite, because just from a personal point of view, you know how much I love my R&B. I'm an R&B head, so I'm always probably gonna favor that album. But honestly, Ari continues to just tick every box, you know. I didn't know that she was this great of an artist, you know. It's really surprised me. It's really surprised me, man. Like, you know, she's dope in every sense of the word, man. And yeah, guys, just in terms of like my next Ari reaction, I'm probably gonna put a poll out on our community page. Obviously, I've been reserving the polls for the Patreon community, but I think this one I'm feeling a bit generous, so I'm gonna leave it up to, you know, you guys, and I'm gonna put it on our community page in terms of what album I listen to next. I'm gonna put two options. It's going to be Sweetener and Dangerous Woman. So yeah, that should be up ASAP, and you guys let me know which of those two albums, or which one out of those two albums you want me to react to next. But yeah, guys, obviously this was great, especially for deluxe as well, because I can argue some of these songs, if not all of these songs, could have definitely made the OG version of the album, and the album wouldn't have felt out of place. Like, I felt that these songs kind of definitely, you know, added to what was already a great album. So yeah, guys, like I said, let me know what you thought about this in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, I'll be back again real soon with another one. But until then, my people, stay blessed. I'm out. Peace.